Good morning. My name is Priyanshu, and I have applied for the Lightning Hackathon, and this is my project, Poker Peak, Web3 and QRNG based poker hand named Poker Peak for the best use of API 3 QRNG. Problem statement. Problem with current system or current system is that the lack of ownership assets. The current system that works on the online poker lacks the asset authority as they require users to deposit funds before the game. And second is true fairness. The existing architecture may be biased. We would never know. Introducing transparency via blockchain and classical commit/reveal protocol. Fairness for the cards distribution. Lack of trust. For the same reason, there is a lack of trust for the system. And lastly is security vulnerabilities. Once the system turns to malicious activities, being an centralized authority, hard to control such actions. What are the solutions for this? The first one is project objective. As deployed room, which is the contract on the chain, the room is it itself and designed in a state machine manner. The smart contract emits the state which are listened by the server, relaying further to the users. The user and client which makes the transaction on their own to the contract. The contract updates on these transactions. Second one is the architecture. The architecture high level design is like the feedback loop that contains contract to server to client to contract. Further description are described via a diagram. Clause 3. Project objective. The main objective of this project is to implement focuses on facilitating these points. The first one is true randomness via using the API3 QRNG protocol, QRNG service. Sorry, ownership of the assets using the blockchain assets transactions are maintained by blockchain. This is the architecture. Initially, when the game resets, the server talks to the contract on chain, which updates the state from resting to first loop, which initiates some actions like distribution deck and shuffling of the deck using QRNG random number, and then those cards are being emitted, which are obviously encrypted beforehand, and those emitted cards are fetched by a server, and there they are decrypted and distributed to users. And then the user on their screen makes any call, like call, either fold or either raise the bet. These transactions are being transported to the blockchain, which updates the state of the contract. Like for a specific user, the transaction update the state that this particular user has called the bet or folded, like that. And then these changes are emitted on blockchain, which are being catched by server, which internally updates the pseudo state which is being maintained on the server for a specific room, or can say for a game. And these changes are being updated to the user itself using an continuous connection. And the feedback loop continues until the game ends, which again displays the winner, and then resets the game for another game. These are some screenshots from the game. This is the first home page, and this is the room section where rooms are being designed. This is a specific room containing 6 users, which one of which is folded, and like that. User logins joins the room, and room stay starts. Game initialization. This is where the initial logic of the game is being introduced, like generating QRNG on chain, then shuffling of the deck, encrypted deck, and reshuffling on the contract using affine cipher, and which uses the QRNG random number. Then the card distribution. On the server side, the shuffling deck are decrypted and being transmitted to the users. Client side, the user catches the information and updates the default game. This is the video of gameplay. Link to this video is being uploaded. We have multiple 6 users which are simultaneously logging via different accounts and different contract addresses. Sorry, to a specific contract address which is 19687. This user here folds, and this one is already folded user 2. Like this game ends, and in the end the user is will be awarded with the money in the end. Thank you so much.